So as you can tell from today's title, we're doing a reset for New Year, and I love to watch these videos. I love doing all this kind of stuff, like trying to get organized, trying to get inspired and motivated, and creating a little plan to enter the new year on a high. But the first thing I like to do is a review of what I set up for myself last year. Now, so the things that I wrote down, I have the list in front of me, but I'll put it on the screen for you to see. I traveled and went to Italy, which is where my partner's from, and that was one of my goals for last year, what we did. I met Roberto's family for the first time, despite being together for like over 3 years. He met my family. I took my business online, which is something I always wanted to do. I wanted to quit my job. I didn't want to have any kind of like typical job, and I know that's not for everyone, but I wanted to quit and work for myself full-time online from my laptop. So that's probably my biggest win of 2022, is actually doing that. I enrolled in a course that aligns with me. Yes, I enrolled and finished 2 courses. One was Dr. Joe Dispenza's course. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's incredible. His work is amazing. I did his course, and I did a breathwork course for myself. Consistent 3 to 5k months in e-commerce. Yes, we hit that. Get back into YouTube. That was really generic, but I think I am getting back into YouTube. It took me a lot because I was posting a lot of stuff about Emirates and then switching it over to like what I'm doing now and what I'm aligned with now and like the real me. That was difficult, and we're still getting there, but I think I'm getting back into it as much as I wanted to now. I could have done better, but here we are. Dance more, salsa, bachata, kizomba. So if anybody does know me personally or my personal life or follows me on Instagram, you'll know that I love dancing in general, like salsa, bachata and kizomba. And since moving to Melbourne and we had like the lockdown and stuff, and then moving to Thailand and not really knowing any community, I haven't been dancing at all in 2022. So that is definitely going to be on my goals for next year, and I didn't manage to do it in 2022, and that's a huge part of me and what I love, so it's important that I focus on that next year. Launched my first course, did that was amazing. Launched my Emirates ebook, did that was amazing. Of course, these things are still ongoing as well. Motivate and help more women, I think I've definitely done that. Connect more with nature, which is, since we moved to Thailand, I've definitely connected more with nature, as you can tell by just looking at me. I'm just more like aligned is the right word, I think. Doing things that make me happy and stop people pleasing. That's probably one of my biggest changes in 2022. Move my body 30 to 60 minutes per day. Again, because my business has been my priority, and again, this is purely an excuse. Like if anybody was telling me this as a friend, I would be like, this is just an excuse. But I didn't manage to completely do that because I was prioritizing business, which meant sitting down in front of the laptop like most days, and really, especially when I work for myself, I haven't been prioritizing my movement, which is really not good, and that's something I need to focus on. Hit 20,000 YouTube subscribers, did that. More brand collaborations, again generic, but I managed to do that for what I had in my head and where I was with YouTube. I've done that. Host an online event, did that. More adventures with Roberto. I think it's fair to say moving countries and exploring a new country together is definitely up there with more adventures. Post consistently on YouTube and Instagram, haven't done it. Italian classes weekly, haven't done it. And meditation daily. Most days, yes, but has it been consistent enough to say daily? No. So that was my 22 goal review. So I've highlighted the things that in green, the things that I didn't do, and in purple, the things that I did do. So I need to reconsider those things. Do I still need to take them across to 2023? So this year, I am a pen and paper girl. However, I have been using Notion for various things, and I want to drop you in there. I want to take you across to Notion to show you how I've done my 2023. I think having things pen and paper is always like the best way. I do love it, but at the same time I want to keep everything in one place, because I found in 2022 one thing I was extremely organized, and I had like different books for different things, and then in the end I'd end up writing like things everywhere and nothing was in one solid place. So I'd have like the ideas between different books, and it was just a bit of a mess. So my idea now, and also when I was traveling, like if I was out on the road and I'd get an idea, or if I was out for the day and I'd get an idea, I'd write it in my notes on my phone, and then I wouldn't copy it across into a book or into anything. So Notion is something I've been using, and other people preach about this as well. So I'm really trying to give Notion my all and put everything in one database, so at least everything's kind of like talking to each other. So we're inside Notion now, and this is how I've got my 2023 goals set up. It's a really simple setup. I've just got like a little to-do list kind of template going on. And in different areas of my life, you can see that I've got different goals. So I just divide it like that because I think it just makes the most sense. So health and fitness, work out in a way that feels good, three times per week minimum. I've realized that I used to love weightlifting, like not heavy, but like I used to enjoy like gym and weights and all that kind of stuff. But recently I've been enjoying more slower options like Pilates, yoga, which is still very tough, but just a different kind of workout. So I'm not forcing myself to do the things that I used to really enjoy when I was in my early 20s. I'm trying to listen to my body more. So I want to drink organic homemade juices in the morning, reach 55 kg. I know some of you might not like that I've written down a number, but that was when I felt like my best. I was, I felt lighter in myself in general, and that's just a personal goal of mine. I understand that everybody thinks in the same way. Eating healthy, balanced meals, drinking minimum 2 liters of water per day. We're on a good roll. Then I've got another section for business and finance. Of course, I've not put every single thing on here yet. I will update it as time goes on. Things change, but minimum of, I won't go through everything actually, because that can become quite boring, I guess. But I've just got some goals on here that I want to achieve. I want to hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't know if I will, if I can, but I'm going to try. And I want to upload 4 times per month to YouTube, once a week, and launch my e-commerce into the UK. For those of you who don't know, I already have an e-commerce running that I run remotely, and that's why I've got a lot of things related to that there. Then personal, I want to do Italian 1 hour per week. I think is more realistic than what I was writing on my last 2022 goals. Wake up at or before 6:30 a.m. Monday to Friday. I think that is achievable unless I'm on vacation. Of course, like you get like the odd day where you have like maybe time of the month and those things. I'm not saying like, oh gosh, you can never skip it, but I think as a whole, that's what I would like to aim for. Connecting more with nature, reading self-development books, treat myself. This is something that I've really missed out on in 2022. I haven't been treating myself like I used to. And I know this may seem superficial to some people, but I really enjoy those feminine things like going to get nails done, or I did do my nails for Christmas red, but I've really let myself go. I know that's completely fine for some people, but for me, like, I really want to treat myself in 2023 and treat myself how I used to treat myself. Creativity and hobby. So I want to dance more. I really didn't dance at all in 2022, and I would like to dance more this year, 2023. Learn more behind the camera and editing. That's something I definitely need to work on. I want to do the yoga retreat, which you go for a month in the jungle, basically in Thailand. And I think it'll be a huge challenge and a great one. Complete an online course that is aligned with me. I need to choose another one that I want to do. Relationship. I've put that there and I won't deny it. I would never want to pressurize anybody into doing that. I mean, like, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it. But this is something we talk about very openly in our relationship, so it's truly not a shocker to him whatsoever. Take a couple vacations somewhere relaxing. I feel like 2022 is quite the lead up from 2021 to 2022 for me, and my partner was extremely stressful, so I want to go somewhere where it's just us, so like not visiting family and friends, not occasion, not nothing, just me and him somewhere relaxing alone, away from work. I want to visit Sicily in the summer together with him because we saw it in the winter only under quite stressful circumstances. I want to be more present during our time together. I think you can always improve that, and we're hosting Roberta's brother, so my future brother-in-law. Oops, hang on.
we're hosting his wedding I say hosting, like we're trying to organize it for them because they're going to get married here in January, so that'll be exciting. And that's pretty much it. I just put pictures there just to give myself a little visual because I am a very visual person. Now, we can all have goals, and I don't want to go into too much detail about how to achieve them because this is not what the video is about. But what I did do is at the bottom here, I've just got like habits, because in order to achieve those you need to be having certain habits in place and living by them. So in order to, for example, walk, connect more with nature and, you know, exercise and stuff like that, we live on a tidal beach, which means I always put the excuse of I can't go for a walk on the beach because the tide is in. But if I actually just check the tide tables, which I've actually got on my computer here, I can check to see when the tide is out, and I could go for a walk, for example, every day if I wanted to. It's just that I'm not organized with it and I leave it till last minute. How can I drink more water, for example? Okay, I can fill a bottle like this and I can stay on track with it. Like, it literally gives me little things to read every day, so that's something I can create as a habit, filling it the night before, for example, and make it cold in the fridge. How can I achieve the figures that I want in my business, right? So update business spreadsheets on like a weekly basis, and don't get lazy with this, and just keep on top of things so you can track and analyze. How can I eat more healthy? Prepare shopping lists for recipes in advance, you know, not leave it to last minute and then I can't be bothered. And a bunch of other stuff. So I just wanted to show you how you can also create like a checklist related to your goals. Then we'll go into a vision board. I've already created mine in Canva. This is something you can do. I can do a more elaborate video on this if you wanted me to. And I've just put some things in here, like yoga related things. One of my other goals is to host a retreat in Thailand, which is something I would really love to do. So that's why that's there. This is like drinking wine in Sicily in summer. That's definitely the vibe I've gone for there. Reading books connected to myself, like all that kind of stuff. I love all of these aesthetic pictures. I also want to feel confident in a bikini. I want to feel proud of my body, and yeah. I duplicated this because I've set this already as my background for my monitor, but I've duplicated it to set it as the background because you know, you've got like the folders and stuff. I'll show you what I mean. Hang on. I hope I haven't got every folder open now. Okay, so I put the folders like separately in there, if that makes sense. So that's why I've duplicated it and just changed it to suit my desktop. You can also change it to put it as your background of your phone as well, like change the sizing. As well, in Notion, I have like, I want to track all of my YouTube growth. So I want to put like my subscribe account every end of every month, because I don't realize how much I grow unless I do this, basically. And you don't know, you know, when your wins were, where you need to work more on, and all that kind of stuff. And then Google AdSense as well. So obviously if your channel is monetized, then you can write down how much you earn through Google AdSense. And that's something I would like to track as well in the new year. This just to show you, if you are a creator like me, then I have this YouTube video plan template. So every time I get ideas, I'll write it on, hang on, let me see if I can open it for you. YouTube in general. So I'll just brain dump things here. Like I literally just brain dump. And then once I've got an idea or I've got a project going, then I will write it in here and then create like the status for it. Like let's just say I'm in the middle of scripting, then that's what I'll do. If it's sponsored, I'll write it there, etc. This is a template that I found online. I'll link everything down below. And then some creators that I like. I think it's good to always have inspiration. And then once I have an idea and I want to roll with it, that's when I'll open this YouTube video plan template. Yeah, that's pretty much my little routine when it comes to setting goals. I could go in details more about all this setup, but of course that's not what today's video is about. If you want to know more, then comment down below and I'd be happy to do that. Yeah, just to give you an idea of how I do it, how I like to do it, how I like to stay organized. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you have, I get all of my pictures from Pinterest, by the way. So if you're looking for inspiration, then of course, you can find everything in Pinterest. It's so useful. And I just kind of copy and paste inspiration across from there directly.